This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything cloud gaming related, and today we have a bit of GeForce Now news mixed in with a discussion topic. And we'll get to that news in just a second, but first I want to pose the question, do you remember game demos? They used to be very common back in the day. Even before the digital era took off, they used to compile multiple demos and put them all in one disc. I remember as a kid growing up with a PS2, I rarely got the opportunity to buy a new full release title at full price, so I heavily relied on these demo discs quite a bit. On the PS2 side of things, the disc was called a jam pack. But even if we take it a step back and go to the PS1 era, I still vividly remember getting a free demo disc for the PS1 with my Pizza Hut order. But now you might be wondering why I'm going on about this, specifically on a cloud gaming channel. Well, that's because we appear to be entering a new era of demos. At some point during the PS3 360 era, demos started to become less and less common. While they were there at the start, they just suddenly disappeared for the most part. But when we fast forward to this year 2020, well, demos are starting to see a bit of a resurgence through both Steam and cloud gaming. Steam did a fantastic job with their game festival for both summer and autumn. They introduced hundreds of demos throughout these events, and this got the discussion of demos rolling once again. And then Google Stadia did a test with 3 demos of their own, including Immortals Fenyx Rising, one of Ubisoft's big titles for this year. And unlike Steam, as long as you had a capable connection and access to the Stadia server blades, you were good to go. You could enjoy the demos on your TV, desktop, laptop, Chromebook, phone, tablet, and more. And this is where the GeForce Now news kicks in, because it appears that they'll be hosting demos of their own. And this comes to us via a collaboration with the Game Awards. As of right now, all we know is that they're the official streaming partner for the Game Awards, and we'll get to play exclusive Game Award Festival demos through GeForce Now. It's important to note that these will be exclusive demos that are playable only on GeForce Now for a limited time starting today. At the time of this recording, I'm not actually aware of what the demos will be as they haven't been officially announced, but I will probably be covering them in an upcoming video. It'll be interesting to see how GeForce Now handles that sort of event, especially after seeing how Stadia handled it as well. It'll be particularly interesting to see how it gets handled, considering Cyberpunk 2077 is supposed to be playable today as well, at least in most of America that is. I have little to no doubt that their servers are gonna get hit hard, and I'm very curious to see how they hold up. Oh, and for those wondering, I will be covering Cyberpunk 2077 both on GeForce Now and Google Stadia. I know plenty of people are very curious to see how they stack up against each other and where is the best place to play it through the cloud, so I really want to deliver on that answer. If that sounds interesting to you, well, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you know as soon as the videos go live covering each version. But now back to the topic at hand, and it's these demos being accessible through the cloud. I really am starting to think that this is the future of demos, and I think it's a fantastic way to present them to a new era of gamers. As a kid who grew up watching TV channels like G4 Tech TV and always watching their E3 coverage, I always dreamed of being able to play the games I'm seeing like they do. The idea of just being able to play a preview build for a game that I was looking forward to was simply an awesome concept. But at the end of the day, it was just that, a dream that never really got realized until today. Just the simple idea of watching the Game Awards and then being told that you can try out the game right now through GeForce Now in an exclusive demo is pretty damn awesome, and I have little to no doubt that it's just the tip of the iceberg. Not to mention, this comes at a pretty convenient time considering how 2020 has played out so far. This allows a ton of people to play a game that they're interested in without having to fly to a specific location, pay for a hotel, and then be in a cramped area with a bunch of other people. And if I recall correctly, E3 was in talks about doing this very same thing with their own cloud service at some point in time. And aside from just public demos, we already know that this sort of technology is being used quite often for hands-on previews, especially right now of all times. For example, CD Projekt Red did hands-on previews of Cyberpunk 2077 using GeForce Now. Additionally, we also know that Ubisoft signed a partnership with Parsec to do the very same thing with their games. It just goes to show you that this cloud-based technology for game streaming can be used in a variety of ways, be it us who play the games, those who preview it, or those who develop it. Time and time again, we've seen and heard multiple stories of how it's changed the game for whoever's involved. It's exciting to see all of this take place, and like I said, I'm sure this is just the start. Either way, that's all I really have to talk about today. I know it was a bit of a ramble, but I thought it was an interesting topic to discuss. I want to hear your opinion though. How do you feel about demos? Were they a big part of your life growing up, or are they something you really don't care for? Let me know in the comment section below. I look forward to hearing your replies. Either way, if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Today's end of video question is going to be asking whether you're going to be playing as a nomad, street kid, or corpo in Cyberpunk 2077. I know plenty of us are super excited to play it later today, so I want to know what role you're going to be choosing to start your journey with. As for myself, I think I'm most excited to play as the Nomad, but I'll probably run a Nomad and Corpo side by side on Stadia and GeForce Now respectively. Really can't wait to play the game myself and see what it's all about. As always, thank you for watching the video. This has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything cloud gaming related. The Gen S community is over 6,200 strong and growing by the day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.